YouTube, what it do is your boy Benji. We back in between the ropes. We fresh off a crazy weekend for wrestling, and now the real task is going to be how are these promotions going to continue onwards with their week-to-week shows leading into the next pay-per-view. No lie, a lot of people actually were surprised after Evolution, including me, and so it's going to be interesting to see what are the plans moving onward. If I had to make a guess, and this guess is probably based off of the history, the things I've seen, the things that have been presented to us. If there is a moment that catches everybody by surprise, all the effort was put into that one moment. Oftentimes I see there's no proper follow-up or follow-through, and everything else besides that moment suffers. Anyways, WWE Raw starts off and opens up with Naomi, our champion, coming out with a promo. We had the whole crowd chanting, "You deserve it." And Naomi quickly reminds them to sit quiet and not to switch up. She lets them know that none of us know her next move until she makes it. And then let everybody know that she outgrew Bianca and that her and Jade solely wanted Naomi where it was comfortable to them. But now Naomi has the upper hand. I will say it's refreshing to see new feuds and now someone new for Mommy to be mad at. Y'all already knew what time it was, man. You knew after Naomi interrupted in their match, Mommy was not going to be happy. And she let Naomi know that she's now on Mommy's list. What does this list consist of? I don't know. Anybody that crosses Mommy, I guess. I don't know. It's not as if, again, somebody crossed her. They only did what they were supposed to do. She has a briefcase. You had to be on your P's and Q's. Unfortunately, it wasn't your match to win when somebody intervenes and introduces a briefcase. Now she must know what it feels like to have somebody crash on a match that wasn't necessarily designated for you. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about what Bianca should be thinking after, Rhea interrupted, the triple threat match in WrestleMania. I will say something too. Io Sky has absolutely been hanging around Rhea for too long and want to be quick to let Naomi know that she stole her title. And then she goes on another rant, and Naomi's just amazing. She hits Io with it. I don't even know what you just said, but get to the back of the line. Adam Pearce can't sit for too long while these people bicker, and he just lets them know that it's going to be a triple threat match at SummerSlam. Whatever. He mentions it, and I think WWE's already realized that Io plus Rhea equals magic. Two of the matches this year have already been certified classics, so why not do another match? I continue to say that Naomi has one of the more compelling stories, and I think that there's plenty of branches that this could go. Plenty of different swings, roads, detours that we could take. Prior to this match, we get a moment backstage where the Judgment Day is just relishing in their success, and Dom's the one to walk out Racquel and Roxxane as they take on the Kabuki Warriors. Nothing much here. We're just trying to build Roxanne and Racquel's teamwork. We all know Dom was out there for a reason, and his interruptions end up leading to Racquel and Roxanne getting another win. At the very least, I'm just excited that the tag team titles, the people at least wearing them, are fighting. We do get a Seth Rollins update, and it looks like Seth's going to be keeping the briefcase, but Paul Heyman addressed the reporters by saying for some reason that Seth Rollins' injury is not a relevant subject right now, which I find to be insane because none of these guys even come together without Seth Rollins. So everything that you guys are planning, the literal future of the WWE, if we were to listen to you guys tell it, rides on the health and success of Seth Rollins. But it seems as if the way this is presented, it gives them enough time to switch up and to pivot if they need to. We did get a promo too from LA Knight. Well, if you were not watching Netflix on the US or anything like that, everybody else is watching plenty of extra content while we get 1,000 commercials. But LA Knight does a promo, and he actually wishes Seth Rollins the best. He wanted to be the one that hurt Seth, but unfortunately Seth gooped that up and he hurt himself. We get another Lyra and Bayley battle, and I can't lie, they hoop. They hoopers for real. We even get a backstage segment before they get to the ring, and where Bayley's like, "Just stay out my way." And again, I do find it a little bit strange that the angle is being presented as if Lyra's angry at her mentor for attacking her, which is fine. But it seems like that's the focal point of this story, instead of Bayley being taken out of a WrestleMania match and a championship opportunity. A Hall of Famer feeling like she's not being treated as if she's not a Hall of Famer. Lyra, you fresh out of NXT. You really shouldn't get anything. Like, let's think about this in any other world, in any other realm. If this is a basketball court and the rookie is over there trying to tell LeBron James what he should or shouldn't do, brother, shut up. You know what I'm saying? If LeBron James wanted to go out gracefully and we got Kevin Durant or something like that taking his opportunities away, everybody would be looking at each other sideways. I think that's more compelling of a story than what Lyra got going on, but whatever. WWE does not believe so. And maybe the fans don't either. At the end of the day, somebody's going to turn. I just continue to think that Bayley should have the biggest gripes, because after she loses this match against Lyra, she has now been screwed out of 2 major PLEs due to these 2 women. We did get a Karrion Kross video promo package, which is dope. I didn't want to say it, but again, while I'm happy that this dude's getting a video promo package, he's talking about a dude that isn't there, Sami Zayn, and he does call Sami Zayn's bluff, or does at least believe that Sami Zayn is bluffing about injury, and just believes that he is not willing to accept or face the truth. I said, accept? What? I'm sorry, it's hot. I'm losing my brain cells. I'm not mad at it. The people do support Karrion Kross, but it seems like we're just not going to get him in the match with anybody. And even though he was the guy backstage in everybody's head, it seems like he's solely focusing his efforts on Sami Zayn. We did get a Stephanie Valkyria promo backstage as well, and she was asked about her thoughts about heading into Paris to challenge the champ, and Chelsea Green interrupts, and man, Chelsea Green is gold. But I do want to comment on this, and again, it kind of just goes back to what I was saying when I was watching AEW. Like, I hate to bring that into this, but I remember watching their show, and at the very least, we got more creativity out of it, week-to-week show. It's not just backstage segment, ring. Backstage segment, ring. Backstage, there's a little bit of something else going on. Like, I understand a lot of these people that are big-time players. You want them to rehab, and you want them to come back at their fullest, best, and biggest. So then when they return, you get a crazy pop. I don't understand why these guys can't, just come in, on Zoom or FaceTime or something like that. I don't understand why we don't get segments of them doing anything else. I don't really get that. At least we got 1 or 2 of those with Logan Paul. And Logan Paul was able to play into it and be like, well, hey, look, I'm too busy for what y'all got going on. I don't understand that we just act as if nothing matters anymore just because people are hurt. How is Seth Rollins going to keep a briefcase when he's not physically able to leverage? The only benefit is that there's going to be a crazy moment down the line that Seth Rollins is going to be healthy for, and he's going to show up and cash in. And that completely throws everybody off. But yeah, we did get Nikki Bella matching up against Chelsea Green. I'm not really mad at this match, but I just don't really care about it, nor the results of it. I've already told y'all 100 times about WWE continuing to try to press these nostalgia acts and force them down our throats. I really don't understand the purpose of the Secret Service. I mean, Chelsea's just carrying us with the laughs and giggles. They come out here and they wear suits. And at the end of the day, their objective is supposed to be to protect Chelsea Green. But what is the point of having them at your disposal if they're unable to do simple tasks? In kayfabe, they're bumbling idiots and they're unable to distract the referee while taking out Nikki Bella. So we let a has-been mess up what y'all got going on. There's 3 people. It's a 3-on-1 right here. And they fumble this so Nikki Bella gets to win. It's just, okay. It happens, so right afterward, the Secret Service puts the whooping on Miss Bella just so Stephanie Valkyria can come out and save them. I don't know why she's trying to rush to save the woman who called her Stephanie Valkyria the other week, but I have no idea. They literally just faced off in a gauntlet match yesterday. I don't understand why Stephanie would feel so obliged to come help her. I don't even know why Chelsea Green was fighting this woman. So, if we really had to think about it, up until this point, other than the announcement of Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Naomi, what has happened in this episode? After that trash is taken out, we get Gunther showing up. He decides to address the crowd, feeling jubilant after he destroyed Goldberg. But he didn't destroy Goldberg. They had like a 20-minute match. So again, I literally don't believe anything Gunther says. He can say it with as much conviction, with as many veins popping out of his head as he wants to. But if he had to look at his recent track record, why would I believe that this dude is the ring general? Why would I believe that he's just a beast or so dominant and so unstoppable? Like, if we had to think of the year 2025, let's look at this. Gunther started off the year with a win over Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event. He then beat Tozawa. Next week, he beat Otis. It wasn't long after that before he beat Axiom. And then after the disqualification, he beat Jimmy Uso. Then he lost to his twin brother. Then his get back was Pat McAfee. And then he beat Jey Uso again. And then decided to re-up by fighting against Goldberg. So right before Gunther gets to his seat and says he's going to watch these dudes fight over the opportunity to fight against him, Paul Heyman tries to introduce Bron Breakker. And one of the compliments he throws Bron's way is that even though you beat Goldberg, you haven't taken a spear from Bron Breakker. Whatever. This gauntlet match is supposed to be who ends up getting the last pin wins. Who picked the order of this match? We had Penta coming out first against Bron Breakker. In what world does Penta win this? We've seen Penta take a lot of L's to Bron Breakker already. And today's no different. I think a lot of us were excited because LA Knight was in this match. And maybe that was going to mean something. Nene! Bron Breakker was targeting LA Knight's midsection all match, and he ultimately ended it with a spear. Anyone who thought LA Knight was going to get a shot, go ahead. Exit the room. So, again, this is a gauntlet match. So, after he beats LA Knight, we hear Jey Uso's music, and Jey Uso creeps his way to the ring, which actually doesn't work in his favor. Bron Breakker is literally sipping water while Jey tiptoes his way to the stairs. This match was what it was. Jey lands a couple of strikes and then he sends Breakker out of the ring. But then for some insane reason, instead of taking advantage of the opportunity of the down to Bron Breakker outside of the ring, he runs back into the ring and so the crowd can start yeeting again. Jey doesn't last long, and once he climbs to the top ropes after planting a super kick on Bron, Bronson Reed tosses him off the top turnbuckle. Uso wobbles to his feet and eats a spear. Right after that, CM Punk is actually smart and actually attacks quickly after letting the crowd know it's slower in time. He doesn't even take off his jacket and gets to whooping on Bron. So once you knew CM Punk was entering this match as the last entrant, we knew what was going to happen. It doesn't take long for the shenanigans. And after the Brons start beating these dudes down in pairs, they make a yeet sandwich. And before Bronson's able to get all the way to the top turnbuckle, our OTC is back. Just an amazing pop, amazing aura. But again, I don't really understand what's so specific about this moment that makes Roman Reigns come back. Like Seth got hurt. This dude should be cherishing that moment, right? Like, this dude has beef with Seth. Other than watching these guys beat up some of the Fatus, what would really anger him about this? Brother, look in the mirror. But what was so special about CM Punk getting jumped that made this dude just return after his months of hiatus? I don't know what my tribal chief is going to do at SummerSlam. Is he going to face Bron Breakker? Are they going to make LA Knight fight against Bronson Reed? Who knows? All we can do is just wait. I mean, again, this show in itself to be coming after what we saw at Evolution. But unfortunately, all in all, nothing really mattered much on the show. We didn't really get anything. The only benefit is that we saw Roman Reigns come back. But again, I don't understand why he came back. And he was so eager to help up Jey, but Jey hasn't demanded that he apologize yet. And even though Sammy did demand that, Roman never apologized. So I don't really get it. Why couldn't you have stopped it months ago? Who knows? Whatever. This wasn't it. This show was not it.